From the Mississippi Delta to the Great White North, I'm Terry Parsons, and this is the Blind Lemon Blues for the week ending Sunday, February 15th, 2015. It's time for the Profile segment of the show, and tonight we're talking with a young singer-songwriter from Toronto who has just released an album that I believe is destined for great things. Samantha Martin and Delta Sugar's latest CD, Send the Nightingale, is an incredible melding of styles. It's blues and soul meets gospel with incredible writing and heartfelt delivery. It's Samantha Martin and Delta Sugar, our profile on the Blind Lemon Blues.
Dark are the days, though the sun it shines through. Oh, how my heart breaks at the things that you do. Made a mistake, and I can't go back. Could this be a good thing in the long run? Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Compromise is a pastime, better left to friends. The harder it becomes, the more time that I spend trying to fix what's broken, trying to hold my tongue. I want this to be a good thing in the long run. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger.
Samantha Martin Delta Sugar was born out of Samantha Martin and the Haggard. The Haggard was and is a band that I play with, and we're more of a roots rock sort of band, and we put out a record called Samantha Martin and the Haggard. It was a self-titled record. We had this 8-piece show that we were trying to sell and push, and we were doing a conference here in Toronto called Folk Alliance, and it was the year, I think it was 2 years ago that it was here in Toronto. Part of the deal was that you couldn't have bass and drums in some of the private showcase stuff that we were doing. So I decided to strip down the 8-piece band to 4 pieces and do it with 2 singers and myself and a guitar player. And then Delta Sugar was born, and Carrie Clark, who runs Calgary Folk Festival, had already hired the 8-piece band and saw this showcase with the 4-piece with the 2 singers and said, nope, that's what I want. And she fired my 8-piece band and hired the 4-piece band that was just meant to kind of get the point across for the Haggard material. So Delta Sugar was born out of necessity, and I kind of ran with it. We had such great responses at all the festivals that we sort of played in that format that I started to sort of shift my focus away from the Haggard and to do this new project that actually has satisfied me the most out of all the projects I've ever been a part of. When we went into the studio, we were working with the guy that we had met the previous year, like prior to that. His name is Wrench. He's the lead singer and sort of mastermind behind a band called Gangsta Grass. One of their songs is the theme song for Justified. We really clicked with the members of Gangsta Grass, like Delta Sugar and Gangsta Grass kind of clicked together. We decided that Wrench would do the production of the record, and we just kind of wanted to go in and make it as simple as we could and make it as true to the live show as possible. So that was really our only goal, is to get out of it without putting horn sections on it and, you know, bass and drums and stuff, because then again we're right back up to that 8-piece band that the Haggard was, and now moving forward we really wanted to keep it tight and simple, and that's kind of what our plan was going in.
Give me your mercy. Whoa, and tell me your plan. Whoa, and take me, for I am lost. Help me see your light, for in darkness, oh, I have been. In vain, oh, I've been searching, looking for my compass home. It's cold out here, and I'm all alone. Won't you give me your mercy? Whoa, and tell me your plan. Whoa, and take me, for I am lost. Help me see your light. Oh, for my vessel, oh, it's turning frayed, and I keep on waiting for better days. But every time I get 2 feet on the ground, another storm comes around and it washes me out. Oh, won't you give me your mercy? Oh, tell me your plan.
record was dedicated to my mother. She passed away on the 6th of December. I mean, even the title, Send the Nightingale, has to do with her. Last February, my mother was diagnosed with terminal cancer. She was 51 years old. She was a big influence in my life, of course, as most mothers are. And I had written a lot of country music leading up to this record and a lot of songs about my dad, because he's a truck driver, so it's quite right for country music, and writing songs about truckers and that sort of lifestyle was quite perfect for the type of songs that I was writing. But my mom was a huge fan of soul music and gospel and rock and roll, and these songs are very much like gospel, soul, blues. Even though none of the songs are specifically about her, with the exception of maybe Take Us Swiftly Home and Give Me Your Mercy, those songs were definitely for her. I dedicated the record to my mom, and I think that she would have really loved that.
If you can hear my prayer, send your angels to take us where, all them trees, they shone like gold. Don't let us suffer, take us swiftly home. And if we have to go, all I ask is don't take us slow. Don't let us weep and don't let us mourn. Don't let us suffer, take us swiftly home. When the little sun goes dark in the sky, let your love be by our side. Let your light shine on our lives. Don't let us suffer, you gave us life. And if we have to go, all I ask is don't take us slow. Don't let us weep and don't let us mourn. Don't let us suffer, take us swiftly home. Oh, don't let us weep and don't let us mourn. Don't let us suffer, take us swiftly home. I said, don't let us weep and don't let us mourn. Don't let us suffer, take us swiftly home. Hey, yeah, don't let us weep and don't let us mourn. Don't let us suffer, take us swiftly home.
I'm very pleased with the finished product. Musically speaking, there isn't anything I would change, I don't think. This is a funny thing about being a musician and recording a record. It's a timestamp of where the songs were when you recorded them, and I'm sure 2 years from now I'll be able to look back and see how the songs have adapted by playing them live so many times, because songs start to take on a life of their own, and you are constantly reinventing them a little bit every show. Something changes, maybe a vocal delivery, that sort of thing. Sitting here right now in my living room, I'm very, very happy with it. I wouldn't change a thing. Packaging-wise, Paul Robert Wright, who did the photography and the design and the layout, and he did a fantastic job, and everybody seems to really love the packaging. So, yeah, I wouldn't change anything.
one more day to love you.
That's a quartet of songs from Samantha Martin and Delta Sugar. We heard One More Day, Take Us Swiftly Home, Give Us Your Mercy, and Don't Shoot, all taken from the album Send the Nightingale. For more information, visit them online at www.samanthamartin.ca. I'm Terry Parsons. Time for us to take a short break, but when we return, I've got some Planet Full of Blues, a little bit of Rolly Platt, and I got a great song from Roger House and some good news for fans of Roger House. That's all coming up when the Blind Lemon Blues continues after these messages.